Hey friends, welcome back to She's At It Again. I'm going to apologize ahead of time for the sound on this. I don't have a microphone on. I'm literally out here in the backyard. I've got a fly flying around my head. I've got dirt all over my hands. It's been a good day to be outside, and so I haven't been in to even clean up. I went in and ate lunch real quick and came right straight back outside because I'm nasty and I stink. But I wanted to do a video on up potting tomato plants. I did a video recently on how to plant tomatoes from seed. And so this middle step is one that not a lot of people talk about, and it's actually pretty important. So you start out with planting your seeds in some soil in these little peat pots or a cup or something. But the transition between that step and actually putting them in your garden or in the ground is something you don't see a lot of videos on, but what I call it is up potting. I'm not sure where I heard that term. Maybe I heard it from somebody, maybe I just made it up, who knows. But I want to show you what that process is. So hopefully this will be comprehensive enough where you'll know what I'm talking about, but I realize the lighting's not great, the sound's not great, but hopefully you'll get the gist of it, because that's what's important to me. I know I don't make, professional quality videos, but I want the information to be there for you. So I'll turn the camera around so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so hopefully you can tell what I'm doing here. This is just an outdoor table. This is my outdoor coffee table, and like I said, I am a mess. I think I've got bugs on my legs, I'm not sure. Okay, so all these coffee cups, I've told you about my husband saving me a lot of coffee cups. He drinks a lot of coffee. So what I have is a pair of scissors, and I just poke drainage holes in the bottom. And I'll show you what this is for. So this is where we planted some tomatoes in a cup, and as you can see, there are 3 plants in there. Well, you can't just let 3 plants grow together, and a lot of people will say just snip the tops off of 2 of them, but you know what, I'm just not a waster like that. I don't like killing things. There's perfectly good tomato plants there. There's 3 of them. So what I'm going to do is put some soil in my cup right here. Newer cup. I'll wind up doing 2 extra ones, so we'll have 3 tomato plants all together. So I have my soil in here, and what this is about 1/3 peat moss, about 1/3 vermiculite, and about 1/3 perlite. And it's just a mix that I make up. Now there may be some compost mix in there too, because I really like my compost, and it's good compost. It smells really nice. There's a squirrel up in the tree making a nest, so I keep looking around. I'm hesitating only because I'm listening to the squirrel. Those things are evil in our yard. So I'm going to make a pretty deep hole in this cup like that, just with a, this is not from my kitchen, this is my yard knife. So what we're going to do at this point, these tomato plants are pretty resilient. I will say that. So I'm going to take my knife, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going to kind of pull them apart from one another. Sometimes the roots are kind of tangled up. So I'll try to leave this one in the cup, and I'm going to take these 2 out, maybe one at a time, because I'll put them in 2 different cups. And you can pull them out to where they don't have any soil on them, or you can pick them out with just a little bit of soil, like that. And then I'm going to take that, put that down in the cup, and you're going to put it in as far down as you can, because anywhere that the soil touches the plant and it has that little fuzzy coating to it, it's almost like the stem is made out of velvet, but those little hairs on there, that little bit of fuzz, any place that touches the soil, it'll put out roots, and that's good. You want it to have a lot of roots because that's its feeding system. So right there we have another tomato plant from this one. So let's do another one, because we have that other one in there. So again, drainage holes in the bottom. Never ever forget the drainage holes, because tomatoes like to be watered, but they don't like wet roots. They like to get a drink, but they don't want to go swimming. So again, make a little well in the center of the cup. We're just going to pluck this smallest one out. I'm just going to pick this out by the root, and literally it's okay. Some plants do not do well like that at all. So I've dropped it down as low as I can go and pack the soil in around it. Not so super tight that it's like, you know, a soil block or anything, but you want to make sure it's touching the root all the way up, because again, that's its food. If it's got a bubble between itself and the soil, it's not going to be able to feed or get a drink. Okay, we have another tomato plant. So pack the soil in around this one. So whereas this had 3 plants in it, it now has 1. This one has 1, and this one has 1. So we have 3 plants instead of just 1. So that's going to be 3 tomato plants. Okay, so that's the gist of this video, is just up potting. I'm in the middle of doing a lot of stuff. I've actually got, I think, 9 tomato plants in my flower bed over beside the driveway today. So I'm kind of excited about that. If I get 5 tomatoes out of it, I'm going to be thrilled, because I've never typically done very good gardening as long as we've lived in this house, which has been over 20 years. So that's kind of a shame. I've had great gardens in other yards where we've lived before, but it's just never done good here. But do I give up? Nope, not gonna give up. Okay, phone's ringing, gotta go. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for joining us.